Have you ever wanted to throw an old Louis Vuitton bag in the washing machine? Well, today we're gonna do it and find out what happens. Hey Luxe lovers, it's Kelly here with the Pre-Luxe channel. I just wanna say thank you for joining us, and make sure you go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the content in the future. Today we have an old Louis Vuitton Steven bag, which is almost vintage, it's from 2006. And it's kind of in bad shape. We've got a lot of staining and the interior is really icky too. Show you, we got some stains. So we are gonna go ahead and try to clean up the inside, pre-treat it, and then we're gonna throw it in the washing machine. As always, the products that we're gonna be using are right here, and they're all linked in our Amazon storefront so that you can find them easily, and I'll also drop that link right below so you have it. All right, step one is going to be trying to clean the interior of the bag. I do have a little Dawn soap. Dawn is so gentle. It's the best thing to use to clean the interiors. And then I also got this like cool little brush off Amazon that was $20 and is amazing. I'm gonna flip the bag inside out just to get all the dirt and everything out of it, crumbs. And then I'm gonna work on those two major spots. I'm just gonna put a little Dawn and a little lukewarm water and rub that to see if they'll come off. If not, we're gonna take some Shout and pre-treat it before I throw this bag in the washing machine. Wow, those actually came right out. I was actually concerned that they were gonna be stains and they weren't gonna come off, but the Dawn did the trick, so that's good. Now I'm just gonna grab my, my little hand vacuum and just vacuum out whatever didn't come out of the bag because it is pretty dirty inside. So I always use hairspray on a Q-tip to remove pen marks from interiors of bags, which this one had a few and I did remove them already, but this one also has a pen mark on the exterior. Let me find it. Right here. And I wanted to see if I could do it on the vachetta leather as well with the alcohol. All right, here we go. It is fading a little bit, but it is not coming all the way off. So that's a no. Okay, so the hairspray did not work for removing the pen from the actual leather itself, which is okay. It did lighten it some, and we're gonna wash it anyway, so hopefully we'll see what happens. It doesn't normally come out, but I am making sure to go ahead and use a baby wipe to wipe everything down to remove the alcohol from the leather because it's very harsh and can dry out your leather. So always remember to do that after you use hairspray. All right, now that we have the interior all cleaned out and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and just throw the bag. I'm leaving it open and unzipped. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in a old pillowcase and then toss it in the washing machine. I use Tide free, so there's no chemicals, and I'm going to put some towels in there as well just to keep it from making a whole bunch of noises while it's in the washing machine. And let's see what happens. Just got out of the washing machine, and let me tell you, this was was really dirty. You'll see all the dirt from the vachetta leather. All right. I'm gonna let it dry, probably overnight, and then we're gonna start scrubbing the leather to see if we can even out all the discolorations. All right, we're back, day 2. I let the bag dry overnight. It's completely dry. You'll see that it has a beautiful patina on it, a little bit more even. However, there are spots that have, you know, some major staining. So we're gonna try to scrub that out with saddle soap, which is a really good product for stains. And then we'll do some leather conditioning. And I'm actually gonna protect it so we don't get future stains with the Carbon Pro too. So also note to self, the alcohol did discolor it a little bit, so that's something that we should not do on vachetta leather ever again. Now we know, but I think that I can probably even it out with the saddle soap. So let's go ahead and do that. So for the saddle soap, I just take a microfiber cloth, I dip it in water, rub some of the saddle soap on there, and then I just go in and I do a deep scrubbing, trying to remove whatever is caked on this bag. And then I'll just go and I'll do all of the leather. So I've been scrubbing with the saddle soap, and as you can see, I'm removing a lot of dirt still, especially in the handles area. And you'll notice, you know, everything is starting to look a little bit more even, but I'm not really getting the drastic results I want. That's supposed to even everything out. So I'm gonna do something a little crazy, something I've never done before. I'm gonna try, I've had this product and I've only used it on a pair of old shoes once, and it's Leather Honey. So it is leather conditioner, but it's like kind of thick, and I would say oily, although it says no oily residue right on the bottle. And I've heard that this definitely darkens leather. So I would prefer to have a bag that is dark, rich patina, and camouflages all of the imperfections in the vachetta leather. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna apply the Leather Honey to all of the vachetta leather and see what happens. Okay, so we have our coat of the Leather Honey on the bag, and it says to let it dry for a minimum of 2 hours and overnight if possible. So I think I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and we'll see what the color looks like tomorrow. We will come back and wipe it off. So the bag has sat, I had to leave it for a couple days actually, and let the honey leather dry. It definitely has a beautiful, it's starting to even tone. There's definitely still certain areas with the spots, and then the one where I put the hairspray for the vachetta leather is driving me crazy. Note to self, no hairspray on vachetta leather. I was thinking since it worked on fabric, it might work on the leather. Again, this is not like a crazy expensive bag or anything, so no big deal. But I want it to just blend a little bit more. So what I was gonna do is I was gonna afterwards spray the whole bag with Carbon Pro, which I love for waterproofing so it doesn't get the watermarks and stuff. But instead, I am gonna go and use the Soft Sole Mink Oil. And basically it's just, it's kind of like a butter. And so I'm just gonna use a rag and I'm gonna rub it in. And this is gonna waterproof, condition, and hopefully help blend in color a little bit better as well, because this is just bothering me so much. And there's another spot too that just is not, I mean, it's better, but it's not the best. I will say the interior is so nice and clean though after cleaning it, scrubbing it, and washing it. So That's good, but let's go ahead and use the mink oil, and I'm gonna give all the vachetta leather a rub down. Well, the mink oil has dried. We've rubbed any residue off. This is the end of this makeover, this monogram makeover. However, you know, it's the bags that you think are gonna be super easy that end up being the ones that are challenging. And this one was definitely, in my opinion, a little bit of a flop. I mean, I thought I was gonna be able to remove a lot more of these marks and water stains. I messed that part up. All in all, the bag is in good condition. The interior is nice and clean from the beginning. I know you guys, I showed you all those spots in there. So the interior is nice and clean now. The leather is conditioned, moisturized. It feels great, and it definitely has a beautiful color and patina on it now, and it's protected from the water. But all in all, couldn't do much more with this bag. But that happens sometimes. It doesn't discourage me. It just makes me want to try harder. I'll also put the before and after pictures next so that you can see them. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a difficult one when it wasn't supposed to be, but thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give us a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the content in the future, and we will see you luxe lovers next time. Bye. Just a reminder, all of the bags that we work on our YouTube channel tutorials, they're all listed for sale on our website, shoppreluxe.com, and they're really good prices, so make sure you check those out, and you can check out all the other merchandise we have as well while you're there.